So today we will see how to defend against grabbing. First of all, the most important aspect is simplicity. Why simplicity? Because in the street we don't have time. We don't have time to learn difficult techniques, complicated situations. Always think the less complicated, the easier reactions will come. So all the techniques that you will see in this first video about grabbing, it's simplicity. Easy techniques, and then of course training. When the arms are high and they want to push you, remember, the aggressor is very strong. So he will grab you, push you, so you have to go with him. You cannot resist with power, so you need defenses where you know you have to go away and turn it in your favor. The question is, why would the hands be high? In the beginning, when the hands are low, he can start with A. He will try to attack you or aggress you more psychologically. So he needs to show that he is superior. It's not only with the fist, but it's more like, asshole, what are you looking? And it starts. And if the hand stays low, the problem can be that he attacks and bang, it attacks immediately and you're KO. So at a certain moment, the hands needs to come high to prevent that the hits are coming. So that's the reason when someone is not pushing but he's grabbing you immediately, wave hand needs to come immediately. You don't have time to see will it be a headbutt or a knee or a throw, so attack immediately. I have a bad day in my head, and I need to punish someone. I need to release my energy, and I say you are in my way, but you don't know. So that means that instead of attacking immediately, the pain is brief. I want a longer pain for him. So I start, hey, what's the problem? And they start to aggress you more psychologically, to humiliate you, and then it starts. So the first thing when someone is pushing you, you need, or I had the wave hand. If you learn this, I come immediately in this position. That's okay. If you didn't have this motion, it's like the hands come high. Then it comes high. If I didn't have the occasion to attack, but the first motion, if it's grabbing, like in the first technique, or with one hand, or pushing, it's always wave hand, always, because I cannot distinguish if he's pushing me or grabbing me. It's too quick. So that means as soon as something comes, it's like I need to attack. So it's a reaction that you need to create. In this situation, the second technique, when he's pushing me, I have to lift up my hands if I was too late, because I don't want that he push again. I have to preserve my distance. And this is where he comes. That means that if I'm pushing Tomo and he lifts his arm up, it's possible that he says, this barrier here, I want to break it, I want to control it, and I want to push you. And this is what happens. That means that when I'm pushed, he wants to grab me and he pushes on me. Watch out, remember in the first technique I said not the hand close, because if he pushes hard, it can come on my face, my eye, it hurts me. What I want is when the push is coming, that I still have my hands, which can support me. This is important. If his power is too big, I support the hands with the head. I form a kind of triangle, but he cannot break this structure. So pushing here, yes, and now I have this position. I'm bending backward. What I have to do immediately, I have to turn to the right side, so I have to create this motion. Since I cannot release myself, I can only turn. So the shoulder is a ball joint. That means that it can turn in all directions. It's not like the elbow, which has a normal function of bending and tending. So for us, this I turn, but I need to lift up the elbow a little bit so that I can come just above his wrist. So here he's grabbing, I turn and I cut again, horizontal. Remember in the first technique, Tomo, you were witness of this one, and if you are here, it can be like this cutting motion. So it was like this. In the grabbing, I execute the same movement. You see, it's the same movement. It's not another attack. Yeah. So pushing, turning, and now I cut. Yeah. So the first push, maybe here. Yes, and now he's coming. You see. So if I react immediately on the push, yeah, but what is surprising me, then I have this situation, and now I turn. Little bit lifting up and I cut. I cut just above. Yeah? So this one, and now this is the second technique. Yeah? From the second technique, one lifting and turning. Yeah? Turning and cutting. Yeah? So the second technique, when the push is there, I do this movement. The grabbing motion, and now I turn and I cut. This one, turning and cutting. It needs to be really just above the elbow, not under, because it can release and push. So what I want, it's theoretically this one, so that if he wants to come to the throat, that he cannot touch it easily. If I'm below his arm, he can attack the throat. That's why I go above, and I'm on top of his arm. So here, 1, 2, and this hand is here. It stays. If at this moment he pushes more here, I take support and I cut. So that's no problem. If I would have closed my arms, and at the moment I'm attacking or defending and he's pushing, then I can have problems. That's why always the hands open. So here and this one. This and this. So the motion, push, I do this one, 1 and 2. Okay, again. So this motion, pushing, I want to do this, grabbing, turning, and now I cut horizontally. This one and this one. The follow-up in this action, it's as follows. So grabbing, he can push later. In the beginning we do it statically. I cut, I push again. If this was enough to release him, then I cut only in the muscles, so that, wow, his arm is heavy. Again, this one, I cut. I push, he releases, and I cut also in the muscle, bang, just to let him know, wow, I cannot grab easily. Again, the push, grabbing, 1, 2, and cut. What happens? This is really basic. That means that cutting, back wave hand, and cutting. So cutting left or right, we have wave hand, we have the back wave hand, and these are only the cornerstones, 3 techniques. Thank you for watching this video. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment below this video, and don't forget to subscribe and like this.